I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything is normal. Are you okay there, buddy? Good old buddy, old pal. They won. They finally won. And they didn't blow a multi-goal lead. Yeah, about time, hey? You look a little stressed. Yeah, after 25 years of watching every regular season and every playoff game this team participates in on the road or at home. Yeah, I'm a little stressed. Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators defeat the Chicago Blackhawks by a score of 4-2 Saturday afternoon inside Bridgestone Arena. On a day when Kevin Lankinen got his first start as a Pred against his former team and made 29 saves. Fan favorite Cole Smith scored 2 goals. Mind you, one of them was into an empty net. And father for the third time, Gustav Nyquist got a goal, something this fan base is used to with this team through 25 years of franchise history. Most importantly, they got the win, and they didn't blow a multi-goal lead. Preds first meeting against their favorite nemesis in the Central Division. It's Connor Bedard's first game back in the building that he was drafted in. I was indeed surprised to hear this stat coming into this game, that through his second season now with the Preds, this is Kevin Lankinen's first game against the Blackhawks. You think he would have had at least one start last year. Honestly, this is a good call by Coach Andrew Burnett to give Lankinen the start. Yes, UC Saros is the #1 netminder for this team, and I foresee that moving forward right now that he still will be. But considering how he has played as of late, he's a little rusty, and this team needs some good mojo, some good momentum, so it's fine to let Saros rest now, give Lankinen the start, put Saros back in there on Monday, but we'll get to that after this recap. Through the first half of the first period, pretty even game, if you ask me, with shots and chances by both teams. After all, Chicago is only ahead of the Preds in the standings because they have less games played. So these two teams are pretty even right now for the way they're playing. But the Preds finally catch a break, and after some key saves by Kevin Lankinen, the Preds go the other way into the Blackhawks zone. After a face-off win in the Blackhawks zone, Yakov Trenin carries the puck out, and through a screen enabled by Connor Murphy and Cherkinski, Yakov Trenin gets a shot off, beats Soderblom. The Preds have the lead first. They're up 1-0. About 5 minutes left to go in the first period. The Preds are on a power play, but they give up a key shorthanded chance to Alex Vlasic of the Blackhawks, who goes all the way the other way, but is denied by Lankinen. Oh, and would you look at that? The hockey gods must have been smiling on Preds Nation today, because just under 3 minutes left, for those who haven't been keeping track of the offseason, one of the most hated opponents in Preds franchise history, Corey Perry, he's on the Blackhawks. And at this moment in this game, he gets tagged for tripping Philip Tomasino. While on the ensuing power play, just over 90 seconds left to go in the first period, the puck is at the point on the stick of Philip Forsberg, who waits for the right moment to let the shot rip. On the way to the net, Ryan O'Reilly gets a stick on it, and there to corral it home past Soderblom is daddy-to-be for the third time. Gustav Nyquist, the Preds lead 2-0, and daddy-to-be is very happy for his newborn daughter, Greta. Gustav Nyquist joins elite company of Preds in franchise history to have a baby and then score a goal in their next game. This includes David Legwand, Martin Erat, and don't forget Tanner Jeannot. Solid start by the Preds, having a 2-0 lead after first period, outshooting the Blackhawks by a total of 13-9. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh, wonderful, another 2-goal lead for the third straight game. Sir, please calm down. Nothing to get stressed about. They know how to handle a 2-goal lead. I don't think they do, because as we can see, this is now coming into this game, 4 2-goal leads blown in the last 3 games. If they did know how to hold on to a 2-goal lead, I wouldn't have had so many extra gray hairs added to the top of my head this season. You see, the thing is with this team, They know how to get the 2-goal lead. They just haven't shown me yet that they consistently, mind you, hold on to the 2-goal lead and help me maintain my sanity. In the second period, through about halfway through that middle frame, the Blackhawks and Preds still trading chances. Pretty even game at that point. The Preds successfully, up until then, keeping Connor Bedard at bay, not letting him take control of it or get a lot of chances in on Lankinen. Something the Preds fans will probably have to get used to in the future, that he will have big games against this team. But just like Tuesday against Anaheim, just like last Saturday against Arizona, and just like the Tuesday before last up in Calgary, the Preds can't do anything the easy way. While Preds assistant coach Dan Hynode is being interviewed by Kara Hammer for Bally Sports on the Preds bench, Blackhawks are attacking in the Preds zones. Preds can't get the puck out. Former Pred Seth Jones gets the puck to Connor Bedard. You think it's him? No, it's not. He sets up Kurisev to cut into the Preds lead. Preds now lead 2-1. Oh, good. I was thinking today was going to be different, that with 3 full days off to practice, and I saw the drills shared across Twitter by different Preds sports media, that you were going to be different today. That today was going to be some sunshine in my dark sky. But no, good. Keep going in this direction. Drive into the tank, right, boys? But under 4 minutes left to go in the second period, puck is behind the Blackhawks net, deep in their zone, and you've got Philip Tomasino who gets the puck out front. Soderblom makes a play to try and grab it, but it's loose, and guess who's right there? It's fan favorite Cole Smith, who gets the loose puck and pokes it home past Soderblom. Preds restore that 2-goal lead, now up 3-1. Preds have a 2-goal lead after the second period, are still out shooting the Blackhawks. In that period, they outshot them 11-9. They restored a 2-goal lead. Have they broken the curse? Preds start the third period, having to kill off a Yakov Trenton high sticking call on Alex Vlasic, but fortunately for the heart rate of Preds Nation, they're successfully able to kill it off. Preds look to not quit or play passive against a team that is just as desperate as them for some semblance of points right now. To their credit, the Blackhawks don't quit. They actually outshot the Preds as a whole in that final frame, 13-8. So something the Preds can still take from this game that they need to work on in future games. It's a good thing, a very good thing, that the Preds got that 2-goal lead restored going into the second intermission, because just under 8 minutes left to go in this one, the Blackhawks show they are not going away. And with Rat Boy Corey Perry screening Lankinen so he can't see it coming, Tyler Johnson is able to get the puck through the screen, and now the Preds have that 1-goal lead again, 3-2. We reach 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Blackhawks pushing and pushing for that tying marker. The best chance late in this one was with about 2.5 minutes remaining, when Shorhinski is able to get a shot through, but Lankinen sees it and turns it aside. Soderblom vacates his net with about 2.5 minutes left to go in regulation, and the Blackhawks maintain solid possession in the Preds zone. Bedard even gets a chance to try and tie it, but the Preds are able to block it. Preds are finally able to breathe as they clear the puck out of their zone with just about a minute left to go in regulation. Get some fresh bodies on the ice for the last minute of warfare currently with this team that they hate so much and have such a history with, no matter what roster transitions go on with both sides. One last effort by the Blackhawks is defeated, and just about 20 seconds left to go in regulation. The Preds get it out. Cole Smith drags, kicking and screaming, the black NHL puck into the Blackhawks zone, puts it into the yawning cage, and the Preds win this one 4-2. They do not blow a 2-goal lead when there was 3 chances to do so. Yay! Well, there's what you can and should expect when you have 3 full days off between games. A game where you got the lead, you bent, you did not break, and you maintained the lead throughout the game. That's all this fan base asks for when these things happen. Thank you, Bruno, for starting Kevin Lankinen in this game. Saros needed the day off. I didn't say deserved. he needed the day off because obviously his game mechanics aren't with him right now. I'm not saying they're gone or something's wrong. He just needed the day off to reset his mind. Okay? Obviously Monday, Saros should start. But I do think until after Thanksgiving next week, you put Saros in on Monday against Colorado, and you put Lankinen back in on Wednesday against Calgary. And then you see how you feel with St. Louis the day after Thanksgiving. Unless you feel that Saros plays out of his mind on Monday, then you can play him against Calgary. I just think that's the way it should go. Make sure Saros gets his rest, and we don't have to worry that he might be the problem. We can focus on the 5 guys in front of him. This team is learning how to win in a new way with different pieces on the roster and a new system being adapted to that roster by Coach Bruno. The fan base, the intelligent members of the fan base, will be patient to let things work themselves out. Ignore the negativity on Preds Twitter and especially on Preds Facebook. As I mentioned, coming up for the Preds, they have Colorado on Monday and then Calgary on Wednesday. I know you guys will want revenge for how you blew that game in Calgary on the West Coast Canadian road trip. But first things first, Colorado on Monday. Not only is this Colorado's first trip to Nashville this season, this is Colorado's first game against Nashville since Ryan Johansson was traded away and half his salary was kept in the offseason. Ryan Johansson is returning home. It should make for an interesting game. I know it's going to be one heck of a video tribute with what this team has done for other players who have come back. I know myself and many other people in the fan base always loved Ryan Johansson's spirit and his effort most of the time for this team and how he cared about his teammates. I don't know what moment of his ranks near the top or the top of the list for you in the Preds fan base, listener of this video, but of course, my favorite. I know where I was. Do you remember where you were? Game 6 against St. Louis when Arvidsson set up Johansson to beat Jake Allen for the go-ahead goal that would eventually send the Preds for the first time to the Western Conference Final. All I can really ask going into this game on Monday is, Kevin, Jussi, be prepared if this game goes to a shootout. Be prepared for the slow Joe. Because if it goes to a shootout, you can bet your bottom dollar that Bedard is going to put Johansson out there to see if he knows how to beat you guys. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click a like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media as always by clicking on the channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption and Preds Nation. Get your big boy pants on. Colorado is coming back to Smashville for the first time on Monday, and that means the return of Ryjo.